All right, so we can do this better the second time, I think, right? All right, your boy Chad, see, I already messed up. Your boy Chad here, and my buddy, Mr. Flight One, Rob himself. But we have converted him today. We have converted him with the Toothpick. Well, a Toothpick build. This is as close as I could get for now, until I placed the order for the frame today. This is the BETAFPVHX115 non-HD version. So no HD camera. I'm all in on Bob Ruge, man. Like, Bob knows what's going on. I've been all about wanting to get into this Toothpick stuff since I got back into flying. I was super skeptical about it a year ago. I tried to do it with the Tiny Hawk Freestyle. I kind of succeeded, at least at the 2.5 inch level, but the 3-inch level is where it is at. I've got all three of these things. I'm going to show to you tuned up, ready to go. They are all on Betaflight 4.1 RPM filters, and you know, things can go bad like this. My very first launch with the 115 to the moon. That thing is like tuned to the edge of perfection. Back things down a little bit, of course, and this is what we are dealing with now. We'll let that play back here in a second once we take a look at some stuff here on the bench. On the bench, we have everything here. So we've got the modded Tiny Hawk Freestyle. I'm sure you guys have seen that stuff. If not, I'll put a playlist up there. My Tiny Hawk Adventures playlist, my Toothpick Adventures playlist, and it's just gonna go from start to finish throughout this entire process because I'm stoked about it. Judging from the stuff on Bob's website, FPV Cycle, everybody is just stoked on it because as soon as he drops a product, it's literally gone in like hours. So finally today I was able to pick up the Baby Tooth, which is a small 3-inch frame that is going to be the unibody style that you can build a 1S 3-inch with, or you can build a TP3 with in a unibody. So I got it. So we're going to be going full Toothpick here soon. But until then, oh yeah, look what else I got. The small TBS made but not endorsed Immortal T compared to the regular Immortal T that I have on this puppy right here. 3 grams, and then this weighs nothing because it won't even weigh on my scale. Anyway, let's talk about this right here first, because this thing is, if you don't want to build, you don't want to search around and buy and wait and everything like that, you can go on to Amazon right now, pick one up. I think they're like $135 or $140 or something, and have it at your door. I'm going to make videos on it. I'll give you my PIDs, everything else, so that way you don't have to worry about anything. This thing is great. So with the HV450 3S batteries, it comes in at 106 grams, which is like right there where Bob wants 3-inch Toothpick builds to be, under 110, even with HD cams. A little bit lighter, the better. But this is as good as it gets. The thing, as you see, it hit my roof and came down from like 100 and some feet. No more cracky canopies or nothing like that. I just have this antenna taped up here to hold it into place, using the rubber bands and all that stuff. XM Plus underneath there. The one thing that Bob doesn't like about this is the 1105 motors. He says that they got a real high-end kind of arc to it. I've scaled back my throttle percentage to 80%. Yeah, I know. I don't want to turn it into a commercial about this, but this is what has got me finally bought in and excited with the process. Not saying I haven't had fun with these two at the 2.5 inch level, but this is where I think most people will want to go. My old 3 inches and 2.5 inches were running 4S and 5S and just crazy out of control power. They were fun, but this makes you a better flyer. I mean, it really does. Like, I'll play some video here for you. I mean, you guys can go back and look through my channel and you will not see me doing power loops or none of that stuff with any of my 5-6 inch quads or nothing like that at all. I mean, here we go. I'm going to be doing like back-to-back power loops with this thing. You see, I can barely even do them still because I'm not that good, but these things are making me a better pilot. Plus it was super windy out today and it was cold and everything, but I still managed to get rock solid tunes with these things. None of this, oh, fly default stuff. We don't do that stuff here. We don't. We push it till it goes to the moon, literally, and then we dial it back a notch. So you will have to pick up the JESC RPM filters. It's like $4.95 to go ahead and license your 4-in-1 ESCs. But the only thing that this thing needs is a better camera. The camera is not that good, but in another month and a half or so, who knows what's going on with cameras. I know the RUNCAM Racer Nano 2 that I have on there is at about 5.6, 5.7 grams. It's super awesome. It's only a matter of time before we get that down to an acceptable level and be able to put it inside of here. But yeah, link for this in the below for Amazon and batteries and stuff if you want to hook me up a little bit with a little bit of a commission, all that kind of stuff. So I want to show you the other quad here because we've already looked at the actual Tiny Hawk Freestyle. So this is the GEP RC Phantom, and this is obviously all tuned and stuff. All this stuff comes with Betaflight 3.5 flashed on it and all that good stuff. But 62 grams on this build with a 2S 450 battery. It comes in at 82 grams, which is just slightly above where Bob recommends, like around the 75 gram mark. But it's great. It flies really good. You know, so does my upgraded Tiny Hawk. But if you were thinking about a Tiny Hawk Freestyle, you can get this thing from like Race Day Quads for half the price that you're going to end up having in the Tiny Hawk Freestyle. And this is stock everything. Like there's no extra components in here. The only thing that I'm running on this is the AVAN rushes, and that's it. But same thing, you know, power loops and just all kinds of like super control, really high PIDs on the Phantom and the Tiny Hawk Freestyle. The PIDs on the 3-inch are dialed down a little bit, but like almost no filtering or anything like that at all. He's got really nice thick bottom plates for what they need. In fact, Bob is selling the frame for the Beta 115 now on his, he just added it to his website today because I think he knows that that this frame is a winner. So another good reason to pick this thing up. So Rob won't fly anything that doesn't have Flight 1 on it. I think you have a 3-inch. So he's got a 3-inch Catalyst Machine Works, kind of like what I used to have. Massive Droner, I think is what it's called. And he's got like a schizo stack in there and stuff like that. And he flew this Beta FPV quad today after I got it all done and we tuned it up and stuff like that. And he immediately bought one on Amazon because he bought the Crossfire version. They do sell it with Crossfire too if you want it. And he just couldn't believe it. And because he was like, I just gotta have something that flies this good. And I'm not saying that it's just this quad that flies good. I'm saying it's the entire ecosystem of the 3-inch power to weight ratio, around 100 grams, 3S 450. It's just mind-blowing, man. Like, I'm super pumped about it. We got all kinds of stuff coming up on here. We'll have the Toothpick Adventures playlist up here for people to check out all of the progress and all the stuff going on. So I hope you're into micros or ultralight micros, because there's going to be a lot of that stuff coming your way now. And for whatever, because this is what I'm into right now. And it's not going to be the no BS like, oh, buy this and watch this tune, and then I mean, I don't know, man. The one guy from Rotor Riot that did a review on the HD version of that beta did not do himself or that video any disservice. You know, when you're a full-time guy, I guess you just got to pump out content and make your money when you can. But it did not. It made him look lazy, and it just made the actual product looked horrible. But I'm trying to show everybody here what's going on, and again, we'll do a full video on it, PIDs and everything like that. But if you're looking for something in the 2.5-inch range, you got a bunch of 2S 250 or 450 or 3S batteries, then the little GEP RC is pretty hot as well. I would stay away from that Tiny Hawk Freestyle. So that is going to do it, guys, for the second take on this video. We will see you guys later. Cut.